Hello guys, welcome back to another trade recap video. It's your boy Hamuzi, and in this video I'm going to be breaking down a trade that I took today, September 12, 2025 on a Friday. Perfect, just double checking the date, and I'm going to show you guys why I took it, my thought process and everything. But before I do that, for all the pocket watchers, let's just break down and just show them that we actually did make that amount. So we pop it here, we copied a bunch across a bunch of different accounts using a trade copier. If you guys want this trade copier, I'll just put the link in the description below. And every single trade as well was also sent out live in the Signal group, so it can't be faked. So everything is proof. So before and after, I'm gonna break it all down and show it to you guys so there's proof. So there you go, there's all your proof. And you can see over here that we're also up 51,000 USD for the week, which is absolutely beautiful. So I'm gonna break everything down. Hopefully it makes sense to you guys why I entered the trade and my thought process. So let's get rid of that. And let's break it down. So the first thing that I did when I go to the market is I went to the higher time frame. So I went to the 4-hour time frame, and then I seen, is there anything of importance that I need to know? And I seen that we are pretty much at all-time highs, right? We are at all-time highs, and anytime the market is at all-time highs, you do not want to be looking for sells. Let's make this very clear right now so then you guys can note this down. Again, anytime the market is at all-time highs, it's not probable for you to go for sales, because most cases what it's going to do is just keep going up. The chance of it retracing and finding that reversal, you can't do anything because there's no PD arrays for you to work with. So with that being said, anytime we're at all-time highs, do not look for sales, only look for buys. Now popping it over here, guys, we look over here and then what do we see? So I marked out our 15-minute time frame, and I wanted to see, okay, within the 15-minute, what did we have that was special? Okay, well, in the 15-minute, we have something called an RMR. An RMR is something that I've taught you guys for free multiple times. I want to see a swing low get taken out. So you can see right here, boom, this swing low got taken out, wicks above. Then I want to see a market structure shift. Now, what is a market structure shift? A market structure shift is when a swing low gets taken out, then right after a swing high gets taken out. So because this swing high got taken out, it's a market structure shift, but on the bigger time frame. So this gives us an idea that on the bigger time frame, if price wants to go up, then obviously on the smaller time frame, it also wants to go up. So now we know to look for buys on the smaller time frame. So now that we have this market structure shift, I wanted to look and see, okay, is there any fair value gaps here? I found a fair value gap. Then I dropped onto a smaller time frame, and I wanted to see something that's very important for me, something that I talk about that is very important that you guys have to know, which is marking out engineered liquidity, right? Now, I would not have loved this trade had there not have been engineered liquidity, right? So we had our New York session, it made its high at 1055, then price started to drop down. The most important thing, let me delete this so it's more clear with your eyes, is price to make engineered liquidity. This swing high, it made money. Liquidity. Now, when it comes to the market, all it does is chase liquidity. So anytime you have price, it comes up and then it comes down. Anytime you have price doing that, it makes a swing high, which means there's liquidity there, and the market just chases liquidity. Now, if you know that the market chases liquidity, it does not make sense for you to go for sells if there's more liquidity above as well. So you have another thing aligning to why we're looking for buys. So we made liquidity. We made more liquidity. We had an SMT, which is lovely. But while having the SMT, we tapped into the higher time frame fair value gap. We escaped from it. And what I did was I went on the 30-second time frame, and I wanted to see, okay, what is so special about the 30-second time frame? There's an HMSS right here. So me seeing that, I'm saying, oh, whoa, that's beautiful. But at the same time, there's also a GIFEG right here. All right, guys, what that means is as price escapes the higher time frame fair value gap, you wanted to disrespect the last opposite fair value gap in the range between this high and this low, which is this fair value gap. Once price closed above it, that's when I wanted to enter for buys. That's when we entered for buys, and it was an absolutely beautiful trade at exactly 11:58. If you guys see the time, 11:58 right there. We caught the top and price went down. Now watch something very interesting. Let's go to this screen right here. I'm going to show you proof now that this was all sent out live. I think that's very important for you guys to kind of have an understanding of. Let's drop down. Let's open the Telegram here. Now, what was the first thing I did? Okay, the first thing I do every single time before I send out a trade, I wanted to see Nasdaq first. I wanted to see Nasdaq, so I said blessed morning. Then I seen gold. Gold had an opportunity, and I wanted to say, okay, can I work with gold? But then nothing came with gold. So then I looked back at Nasdaq and I seen, whoa, we're engineering liquidity. Then I said, guys, eyes. That means put your eyes at 11:49. Oh, this comes back to the 11:58 we were talking about. OMG means, yo, this is beautiful because there's so much liquidity. The market loves liquidity, guys. Then I say buys at 11:50. Let's check our chart over here if that's an accurate time. At 11:50, right there, 11:50. We said buys. We bought. Price started to go up beautifully. Then price started to go up. Price started to go up. I let them know it's a 7-point stop loss. Price starting to go up, up. Yellow line is where you want at least a minimum 1-to-1. And if you trade 1-to-1 with me, you're up 4% for the week, by the way. Up, boom, boom, boom. So we smashed that. So enjoy some. And then eventually we hit our full 1-to-2 profit. So currently we're up 4.5% for the week if you close all of the trades that I send out at a 1-to-2 risk to reward. If you close the trades that I send out at a 1-to-1, which is better for your psychology, and the win rate is obviously a little bit higher, you'll still be up 4% for the week, which is absolutely beautiful again, because on a $100,000 account, that's 4,000 USD for the week. On a $200,000 funded account, that's 8,000 USD for the week. That is a lot of money if you're risking just 1% for that, right? So that was the beauty of this trade. That's something that I seen sent out live. So again, what was my philosophy? Why did I want this trade? Again, you can go on the 30-second time frame. I don't recommend it if you're new. TradingView won't even allow it if you don't pay for the subscription. So I don't recommend it if you're new. But if you have experience and you fully understand it, then you can. But if not, imagine this happening on the 1 minute. Okay, it's only because I'm more experienced. Imagine this happening on the 1 minute. We displaced above it, price closed, and at the same time, it's targeting so much liquidity. Now let's come back to the 11:58 I was talking about. At 11:58, you can see that price right here. Tap that TP. What time did we say over here? Read this time. 11:58 right there. So that's something pretty cool that I want you guys to note down. I want you guys to get to this position. Like I said again, don't feel as though trading is difficult. I promise you guys, there's going to be times where you guys feel like you want to give up. There's going to be times where you guys are like, bro, this is getting tough. But look, if you guys lock in, believe in yourself and genuinely believe that, you can actually accomplish this. You can actually set forward to this, then I promise you can. And if you watched until the end of the video, comment down right now that you did. And if you did, you're a real one. And I'll know that you commented. And I'll even take it to myself. Actually, don't comment it down. DM me on Instagram. Hamuzi Prime, the same as my YouTube, if you watched until the end. So then I'll know you're a real one. And if you want more trade recaps, I'll definitely do it. But if enough of you guys DM me, I'll do it. But if enough of you guys don't DM me, this is the last time. So this is raw content, not really edited much. And yeah, love you guys. Take care. And hopefully you guys learn. And let's see how we do next week, man. Peace out.